Okay, so this is a video that somebody had mentioned to me last night when I was on CJ's Crime Concepts, and it's a video under the YouTube channel of Soiled Mock, and it was done 2 years ago, and it's called Discover Yourself, Protect Your Personality. Now, I do have the link in light of me exposing the lies and the BS that's going to come out of this. Soiled Mock may end up taking it off of YouTube. However, I've downloaded it, so I have it. So if they end up doing that and you want to see the full thing, if you can actually handle 31 minutes of listening to this liar, I have it and I'll give it to you. I didn't need 31 minutes. I went in probably about 10. I also went through the transcript, just not to hear his voice. And this is where I found a few bullet points I think you will find very interesting. Now, why is it interesting? Because he's already said whatever's going on in his life, he preaches on the altar. Because God is so good. Remember that? Okay. He tells on himself. Wolves can't help it. They get arrogant. JP is obviously an arrogant schmuck that will say anything at any time because he's gotten away with it for so long, he thinks he's untouchable. Guess what? You're not. JP. Anyhow, so it's called Discover Yourself, Protect Your Personality. And here's a couple of the bullet points, and the last one you will find extremely interesting. But let's get, what's the point he's trying to make, okay? He's talking about controlling people. People who are controllers. People who have the controlling spirit. And he should know. He says, controllers treat their spouse like a slave mate instead of a helpmate. One of them is a master, one of them is a slave. Controllers give unasked advice. Now in this, let me stop right there. In this section, he actually talks about parents of older children and how they control their children by giving advice and advice that they don't want, and how they expect that they're more important than the spouse. So obviously he's attacking the Francis family and trying to make it clear that they should never think that they're above him. Read it for yourself, listen to it for yourself, okay? And the example he gives is, well, if I were you, I would do this, or if I were you, I would do that. Then he brings up the scripture, 1 Thessalonians 4:11, where he twists it because it says, make it your ambition to live a quiet life, mind your own business. Now, how does he twist it? How does he take it out of context? Well, let me tell you. He takes it out of context because that scripture, if read from the beginning to the end, talks about the disciples being in a foreign place, a foreign land. And the advice that was given to them was, while you're in that foreign land, I'm paraphrasing here, but I'm just explaining, while you're in that foreign land, mind your business, keep to yourself, don't cause any trouble. Because amongst those foreigners, they wanted the disciples to seem like peaceful people. This is not a life advice for everything. This was in that specific situation. Once again, the word taken out of context to make a point for a wolf. He says, God controllers use your weaknesses and your mistakes to guilt or shame you into submitting to them. He should know. He says, a servant does it out of love and a slave is forced. Once again, he should know. Now this is the part, pay attention. Very important. A controlling spirit will make you think you have lost your mind. They'll tell you you need to be on medicine. You need to go see a psychiatrist. That will make you think you're absolutely crazy if to not to do what they want you to do. End quote. He said that everything goes on in his life, he says on the altar. God is so good. Remember that? Okay. There it is. Why is it important to bring this up now? Because we have to keep being reminded in light of the 911 call, in light of where's the truck? Is it on the highway? Is it in Charleston? Is it here? Is it there? Did he do it? Where was he? Who was driving? The fact is, he's a good manipulator. A wolf doesn't make it on the altar without learning how to be likable, to be trusted, to be charming, to get people to believe you. Speak fast so that what you're really trying to get out is not really heard. However, it gets into their spirits because they're under that teaching for so long they get brainwashed. That's the Flying Monkeys. Those are the 10 people that are still going to that church. They're still under that spell. Everyone else broke from that spell and took off. That was including Micah. Like a typical cult leader, see, I've laid it all out, the groundwork for understanding why this is happening. Like a typical cult leader with his little cult members, when she walked away, when she said, I'm going to another church, when I'm done with you, when she was possibly interested in somebody else, he formed a counterattack. And I described to you what the counterattack was. And he fits it to the T. We'll be talking about that tonight on CJ's Crime Concepts. Okay, so there it is. Now, if I'm going to put the link in the chat, if by chance Soiled Mock and the Flying Monkeys get rid of it, then just, message me and I'll email you the actual video so that you can watch it and listen to it. You could see it's video, so you could see and hear that that's JP saying what he's saying. And it may blow your mind. It may not. You may not be surprised. At this point, who knows, Anyhow, thank you for your time, and I'll see you soon, and God bless.